Hi, it's Chris from PhixFlow. This is the second in our series of videos for experienced users of PhixFlow and our guide to the new GUI. I want to talk about applications. When we talk about applications now, we're generally talking about a series of forms. It's now possible in PhixFlow to make really nice looking forms to create end user applications. But the concept of applications is useful even if you don't intend to do that right now. We obviously hope you all will eventually. But applications allow you to group together sets of configuration, and there are a few very useful features around there. So what we're going to do is look at the model we created in the first video, and we're going to pull that into an application. So let's go and create an application. Now, as I mentioned in the first video, you can have several repository browsers open, and this is a useful time to do it. And also remember, you can drag these tabs around. So what I'm going to do is drag in my model. Now I'm going to say no, and we'll talk about this dialog in a minute. And so we've dragged in our model view. We need to see that. If we look inside there, this application, there's nothing else been added. None of our streams have come across. And that's because I said no on that dialog. And I've occasionally made that mistake. So what we'll do is we'll drag this back into the full list. Try that again. Okay, so now I've removed that model from the demo application. Let's try again. Now what we should find is that the streams have all come across. So what that will do is it will bring everything on that model view across into the demo application. Now a lot of you, if you've been using PhixFlow for a while, will have very large amounts of configuration. And so you can see that this is a useful way of grouping it together. As you drag model views into an application, it will bring all the streams and any other object, whether it's a file collector or a database exporter, whatever it is, from those model views into the application. The things that you might need to add which are associated are the dashboards and the task plans. Now the useful thing about building applications, not only is it a good way of grouping configuration together, but it's also very useful for exporting and importing. There's a completely new configuration export and import technology with this new version. If I go down to the main hamburger, I'm going to open the export pane. I can drag in my demo application to there. And I can then export everything in that application. Everything that I've added to that application will come with me. All the streams and the task plans, the dashboards, anything that's been added here. Now, that's not the only way to add things to an application. I can add individual elements as well. So there's another stream down here. I'm going to drag that into my application. And so if I were to export the application, all those streams will come with the export. Now the way the export and import works now, this video is too quick to go into a very detailed explanation of this, but it will write over, when imported, it will write over the existing version of that application. So the idea is export your application to a test system, work on it, make changes, import it back when you're ready to the production system, and it will overwrite the existing application. And this should make for a fairly seamless experience. In the previous version of export import, you create _2 versions of things, and there was sometimes a fairly complex process to merge that back into the production version, whereas now it will simply write over the top. Okay, that's the end of the second video. I'll see you in the third one.